Hello guys, welcome to EduTap. I am your mentor Prakash. I am a company secretary and a law graduate. And guys, in today's session, we are going to discuss the important MCQs related to part 9th B of our Indian Constitution. We have already covered the important MCQs related to previous parts, which are the part of your SEBI Grade A legal examination syllabus. So that is why today we are going to discuss the part 9th B important MCQs. Guys, these sessions are conducted for you so that you can understand the pattern of this examination, you can understand the important topics of for this examination. So that is why you guys should attend these sessions. You will get to know about a lot of things, and these sessions are very short, hardly 15 minutes, so you can manage 15 minutes. And guys, believe me, this is going to be helpful, and a lot of questions will be asked from these sessions itself. So you should attend these sessions. You are not expected to skip these sessions, right guys? Now let's move. So guys, as you all know that we have launched practice 5000 plus MCQ course for paper 2 of SEBI grade A legal examination, which will cover the entire syllabus of phase 1 as well as phase 2 of this examination. One important feature of this course, that you will get chapter wise MCQs, that is the chapters which are mentioned in the syllabus of your SEBI grade A legal officer exam. You will get the questions accordingly. And another important feature is that you will get 300 plus MCQs free of cost. That is, you do not need to pay anything. So take advantage of this course. First of all, you solve 500 plus free MCQs, and if you find it suitable for you for your preparation, then you can have this course, right guys? So the details of this course is if you want to know the details of this course, you can refer the link given in the description box below. Guys, we have launched another course, free 7 days starter pack, in which you will get to know a lot of things about SEBI grade A legal officer examination, like its salary, its profile, important book list, sources, what should be your plan. That you will all get to know in this course itself. This is absolutely free. You do not need to pay anything, and those 500 plus free MCQs you will also get from in this course as well, right? So you can enroll. The link of this is given in the description box below. And guys, if you are new here, then do subscribe our YouTube channel, and also join our Telegram channel to get the latest updates as well as the PDF of this session as well as another YouTube sessions. Now let's move to the content. So question number first is, the provisions relating to the cooperative societies were inserted by which of the following, right? So your options are Constitution 97th Amendment Act 2011, 97th Amendment Act 2013, 99th Amendment Act 2009, 99th Amendment Act 2011, or 99th Amendment Act 2013. So which of the following is correct? So the right answer is option number A, that is Constitution 97th Amendment Act 2011, right? So Constitution 97th Amendment Act 2011 inserted a new part 9th B consisting of Article 243ZH to 243ZT dealing with cooperative society. So guys, you have to have idea about these articles, because this can be asked as a separate question in your examination, right? So you have to have idea about this as well. Guys, whatever we are discussing, you are supposed to read the explanation as well, because explanation contains a lot of information which can be asked in your examination in any form. So you have to read the explanation which we are discussing here, right? Now let's move to the question number 2. So question number 2 is, the 97th Constitutional Amendment Act 2011 was partially struck down by the 3-judge bench of the Supreme Court in. Guys, this is a recent case which you have to have idea, and this question has a high probability of being asked in the upcoming examination, right? So your options are Ashoka Kumar Thakur versus Union of India 2020 case, Government of NCT of Delhi versus Union of India 2021, Muhammad Salimullah versus Union of India 2020, Union of India versus Rajendra and Shah 2021, or Keshwanand Bharti versus State of Kerala 2017. So which of the following is correct, guys? The right answer is option number D, that is Union of India versus Rajendra and Shah 2021 case, right? So in the 97th Amendment Act 2011 was partially struck down by the 3-judge bench of the Supreme Court in Union of India versus Rajendra and Shah 2021 case. Guys, this is very important case. You have to have idea. You have to recite the name of this case, because this can be asked, and I think this will be asked in your examination, right? So you have to have complete idea about this. So in this case, that is Union of India versus Rajendra and Shah, Supreme Court delivered by Justice Rohinton F. Nariman. The court had applied the doctrine of severability to come to the conclusion of quashing the remnants of the 97th Amendment, right? The court upheld that the 97th Amendment Act had failed to achieve the requisite ratification by half of the states which is necessary as per Article 368(2) of the Indian Constitution. So you have to read explanation. I am repeating this again. You have to read the explanation of every question because it contains a lot of important informations. Now let's move to the question number third. So question number third is the 97th Constitutional Amendment Act 2011 also added a fundamental right to form associations or unions or cooperative societies under which of the following article? So your options are Article 19(1)(a), Article 21, Article 19(1)(b), Article 22 or Article 19(1)(c). So what is the right answer? The right answer for question number third is option number E, that is Article 19(1)(c). So the amendment made changes to Article 19(1)(c) by the addition of the word cooperative societies and insertion of Article 43(b) also as a part of your DPSP for promotion of cooperative societies. Right, friends? Now let's move to the question number fourth. So question number fourth is the maximum number of directors of a cooperative society shall not exceed. Your options are 5, 10, 15, 21 or 25. What is the right answer? The right answer is option number D, that is 21 members. So under Article 243 ZJ clause 1, the maximum number of directors of a cooperative society cannot exceed 21. Guys, here we are discussing the most important MCQs from every topic. Though it is not possible for us to cover the entire part, right? That is why we are discussing important topics so that you will have idea about the important topics and you have to revise this before your actual examination. We will try to complete the entire syllabus of phase 1 before your phase 1 in the form of important MCQs, right? So that is why we are saying that these sessions are conducted for you so that guys आप लोग please इसको attend करें, इसको seriously लें because these topics are very much important. Believe me, very much important. These questions can be asked in any form, either directly or indirectly. So that is why we are saying that you have to attend these sessions, ठीक है? और इसकी PDF भी available है. You can read the PDF as well later on. But you have to revise this. You have to revise these MCQs before your actual examination, and you will see the result on your examination day. Right? So now let's move to the question number 5th. So question number 5th is the legislature of a state by law provide for the reservation for the scheduled caste or scheduled tribes of. So how many seats will be reserved? Your options are 1 seat, 2 seats, 3 seats, 4 seats or 7 seats. So what is the right answer, friends? The right answer is option number A, 1 seat for scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. So if you read Article 243 ZJ clause 1, the maximum number of directors of a cooperative society cannot exceed 21. Further, the state law must compulsorily provide for reservation of 1 seat for scheduled caste or scheduled tribe members, right? So this you have to remember. These are very important facts for if we talk about specifically, if we talk about SEBI graded legal officer examination. And I hope you guys are revising, you guys are looking for the previous year questions as well. So we have already discussed previous year questions in our YouTube session. Go through it, then you will get to know what kind of questions are being asked from every topic mentioned in the syllabus of your examination. Now let's move to the question number 6, right? So question number 6 is the superintendent's direction and control of the preparation of electoral rolls for and the conduct of all elections to a cooperative society shall vest in such an authority or body as may be provided by which of the following? Your options are Parliament of India, Governor of a state, Election Commission of India, Legislature of a state or President of India. So what is the right answer, guys? The right answer is option number D, that is Legislature of a state. This is very important provision that you have to know. So Article 243 ZK clause 2 states that superintendent's direction and control of the preparation of electoral rolls for and the conduct of all elections to a cooperative society shall vest in such an authority or body as may be provided by the legislature of a state by law, right? So question number 7th is under Article 243 ZL, a state legislature can only supersede a board of a cooperative society for a period not exceeding. Read the question properly, highlight the important keyword mentioned in the question, then try to attempt that question. Otherwise, you can make a mistake, right? So options are 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months or 9 months. So what is the right answer? The right answer is option number D, that is 6 months. So according to Article 243 ZL, no board shall be superseded or kept under suspension for a period not exceeding 6 months, except in case of a cooperative society carrying on the business of banking. So for cooperative society which are carrying on the business activities, banking business. So for them, the period will be 1 year, right? So 1 year, 6 months will be superseded by 1 month. Okay. So I hope you got it. Now let's move to the question number 8. So question number 8 is, under Article 243 ZN, the legislature of a state must provide that the annual general body meeting of every cooperative society shall be convened within a period of, your options are 2 months of the close of the financial year, 3 months of the close of financial year, 6 months of the close of financial year, 9 months of the close of the financial year, or 1 year of the close of financial year. So which of the following is correct? So the right answer is option number C, that is 6 months of the close of the financial year. So under Article 243 ZN, the legislature of a state must provide that the annual general body meeting of every cooperative society shall be convened within a period of 6 months of the close of the financial year. Right? Now let's move to the question number 9. So question number 9 is, the definition of cooperative society is provided in which of the following article? So your options are Article 243 ZI, Article 243 ZH, Article 243 ZK, Article 243 ZP, or Article 243 ZF. So which of the following is correct? The right answer is option number B, that is Article 243 ZH. So as per Article 243 ZH, cooperative society means a society registered or deemed to be registered under any law relating to cooperative societies for the time being in force in any state. Right, friends? Now let's move to the last important question for today. So the last question is, the legislature of a state shall by law provide for women on board of every cooperative society consisting of individuals as members and having members from such class of category of person of. So how many seats will be reserved for the women? The question is basically this. Your options are 1 seat, 2 seats, 3 seats, 4 seats, or 5 seats. So what is the right answer for question number 10th? The right answer is option number B, that is 2 seats. So under Article 243 ZJ clause 1, the maximum number of directors of a cooperative society cannot exceed 21. Further, the state law must compulsorily provide for reservation of 1 seat for scheduled caste or scheduled tribes and 2 seats for women on the board of every cooperative society which consists of individuals as members. Right? So you have to remember, you have to know how many seats are reserved for the scheduled caste and scheduled tribe members, and how many seats are reserved for the women also, right? So you have to have idea about this provision of about municipality also, as well as about the cooperative society as well, right? So guys, I hope you enjoyed the session and you learned a lot of new things. We'll come up with another important and informative videos. Till then, goodbye and have a good day, friends.